The first house. What are the predominant aspects of the first house? First house indicates appearance, behavior, complexion, constitution, strength or weakness. So these are the physical aspects that it represents. On a personal impact front, it represents fame, happiness or sorrow, honor, prestige, virtue. From a life stage perspective, it shows birth, infancy, youth, longevity. It also shows health and it also signifies head. So, if you have, uh, for example, a Mars in first house, it can indicate sometimes injury to head, or if it is an internal thing, then it could be an overthinking person. Social outcomes. So, victory over enemies. A strong first house shows that you may have good chances of winning over enemies. Common aspects. So this is just an extension, but these are the predominant ones, and the common one which are also taken are accidents, recovery from illness, new ventures. So basically, if your health is not good, so if the first house is going through is strongly placed, then you can say, yeah, you can recover well. Social interactions, help from relatives, loss of respect, infamy, respect from others, a tendency to insult others. So depending on how the house is afflicted, is it having malefic planets, or uh, in bad yogas are forming on the house, then you can have negative impacts also. Status indicator, so it shows the caste status in society, again infamy and stigma. If eighth house is in first house, so on, such kind of placements can cause this kind of a result. uh, Personal abilities, proficiency and aptitude, thinking. Location is residence abroad. So depending on, like, if there is a ninth house lord placed in first house, or 12th house lord is placed in first house, abroad residence can be seen from that perspective. Hair and skin, so uh, hair and skin is also seen from first house. Livelihood, maternal grandfather. So how we are getting to this point? Fourth house is the mother's house, and in some cases, 10th from 4th is considered to be the father of mother. So that's how maternal grandfather you get. Paternal grandmother. Paternal grandmother, again, 10th house if you consider as the house of father. So house of father is sometimes 10, sometimes 9, depending on what tradition you're following. So if you're following a tradition of 10th, then 10th house is father, then fourth from 10th is mother. So father's mother would be maternal grandmother. So these are, indications depending on which tradition you're following in Jyotish. Second house. So predominant aspects are speech and communication, ability to speak, power and quality of speech. So this house is more about speak, Vani. Vani as in Sanskrit, it's called Vani. Financial status, accumulated money, liquid asset, movable possession, wealth. So this is accumulated money. It's kind of the fixed deposit that you have, or basically money in the bank. Um, Physical attributes: eyesight, face and throat, right eye. So one way is to look at horoscope is that this is right eye, this is left eye. Like you have a face in between right eye, left eye. So that kind of a view you can take. Face and throat. So this also signifies face. Throat is also seen from here. Mouth. Also, what you consume, drinks, eating food. So afflicted planets here can indicate that you like eating drinking alcohol or eating non-vegetarian foods or junk food. Relationship, family members. So this is kutumb is Sanskrit for home. Vasudev kutumbakam. So kutum sthan is this one where you look at family members. Common aspects are social and personal values, so belief in sacred traditions, ability to fulfill promise, generosity in giving, truth and untruth. Economic activities, livelihood through courtesy of others, self earned money, selling and buying, education, knowledge and learning. So, this is basically the early part of your education. You're born here, this is the early part of education. Could be also the samskara that you get from your family, or what you learn in the first few phases of your life. Physical and material attributes include clothes, jewels, luster of the face, metallic wealth, fingers and toenails, 9 gems, 9 grains, nose, teeth, tongue, perfume, precious metal, robes, and in relationship, all who are to be fed and maintained, maintenance of others, people close to the native. So all these things are seen from the second house. Third house. Predominant aspects are physical features that represents arms, hands, shoulders, neck, and hearing. So we have eyes here, and now we have ears. Communication and expression. So this is the house of expression. How do you express yourself? So it's communication, a routine communication, written or writing or arts, anything that is communicating something, that's represented by the third house. Short travels, short travels also third house. In family, it's brothers and sisters, especially younger ones. This also indicates parents' death and partition of property. Why is it so? Because fourth house is family, and this is 12th from 4th. 12th from 4th means loss of family, and loss of family could be parents' death. Similarly, fourth house is property. So third house is loss of property. So loss of property generally can be construed as partition of property, and this also is parakram graha. So great prowess, physical or mental valor. So in some charts, if you see exalted sun here, you can say that yeah, this person exalted planets also here means that some kind of prowess is there, physical or mental, in that person. Common aspects are advice or learned discourse, friends, companions, assistants, physical apparel, ear ornaments, right ear, neck. Education, it's primary or vocational. So here we had what some scaras are there, or what you learn in initial stages of life, like probably first, second, third grade kind of education. Then you move to the normal education, uh, or if you're taking some certification, some hobby classes also, so that is also taken from here. Mentally, it says perplexity or mental confusion, patience and perseverance. Local environment, neighborhood, neighbors, personal strength, power, stamina, steadiness that arises from courage, strength. And this also indicates religion. Fourth house. Fourth house is chest and emotions. So this fourth house indicates chest. This fourth house is also, if you look at the Kalpurusha, it is first, second, third, fourth. Fourth is Cancer. It relates to mothers, emotions, mind, and everything that comes into picture. Conveyances, so vehicle, land, and water dwelling. Water is also Cancer trait. So land. So this is also property house. Land is there. Water is also there. What houses, immovable property. Education, again, this is next level. This is considered education, which is, you know, some people consider it as till K-12 level education. Some will consider it as graduate level education, and some say that this is K-12 and this is graduate. So this is again, different traditions. Happiness and mother. So fourth house is good, then you are essentially happy, and also fourth house indicates mother. So depending on the condition of fourth house, you can predict what is the condition of the mother. Okay. So on the education part, see, this fourth house is education, and fifth is second to fourth. So one argument that goes is that this is where you learn, and this is the gain of your learning. The great gain of your learning is a certificate, or a scorecard, or pass certificate kind of a thing. So what you gain from your learning is here. So it's not it's many people say that, okay, this is here is where you go for higher education or undergraduate or graduate degrees. Many people say here you go for the undergraduate degrees, and this is more of a creative intellect. You can be intelligent but uneducated, and you can be educated but not intelligent. So we'll take fourth house as education here. Common aspects are undifferentiated ancestors, parents, living or dead, heredity. So here also you see some kind of ancestry, although inheritance is seen from here, but heredity and parents are seen from here. Agricultural property, ancestral or childhood home, rental properties, fields, gardens, and waterworks. Physically anointing the body or massage, heart, sleep. Sleep is there because sun is 12 midnight. Sun is in this house when you take the diagonal route. So this is midnight time. So it's sleep. Uh, Architecture, holy places, spiritual efforts, um, economic and livelihood, clothes, crops, livestock, treasures. This also indicates rain and shelter. So rain is again water from Cancer sign. Rain is also you see from this house. The fifth house. The fifth house is advice and counsel. It's also the belly, the upper abdomen, the stomach and liver. So afflicted fifth house can mean some stomach problems or liver problems. So how is the stomach? Secondly, sometimes for childbirth, whether it is cesarean, you can make a prediction if fifth house is having planets like Mars, which indicates surgery. uh, Education and learning. Education, again, as I said, both are related to education, and it depends on what tradition you're following. Disciples and students, mantras and yantras. So if you're doing astrology, then mantra chanting, if it's a good house, and mantras will affect you well. You can use yantras properly, and this indicates heart. Heart although is indicated by fourth, but in some cases people see heart from fifth also. Intelligence is definitely there. Intuition, memory, music, poetry. So creativity, a lot of creativity is seen from here. Music, poetry, This is also the place of Ishtadevta and the personal deity and the embrace of a courtesan. So the romantic part of your life also is seen from this house. Social and career roles. So these are probably artisans or ministers, and this also indicates uh, previous good karmas. The sixth house. The sixth house is of accidents, enemies, lawsuits, debt, theft. In Hindi or Sanskrit, it is said rogue, rin, or shatru. So accidents, disease, middle abdomen, so including small intestine. So this is lower part of the abdomen. Uh, it represents maternal uncle or aunt. How? So this is mother, and one, two, three, third from fourth house means mothers, brothers. So it could be brothers or siblings. So it could be your maternal uncle or maternal aunt. This also indicates routine service, adversities and risk. So blame, combat, dishonor, fear of calamities and enemies, imprisonment, loss of pain. Sorry, losses, pain, poison, severe reproach, trouble through servants and employees, untimely death. Emotionally, it shows dejection, doubt, grief, injuries, swellings in the body, worries, and wounds. Financially, it shows credit, miserliness, misunderstanding, receiving charity and welfare, untimely meals. Behaviorally, it is cruel deeds, vices, vicious habits, wicked deeds, and it also shows victories or defeats, orphans, and outcast. Seventh house. Seventh house shows courtship, spouse, partners in business. So this is also very commonly used house where we see marriage questions like what is the condition of the seventh house. Physically, it shows lower abdomen, uh, life event, death, enjoyment of men and women. So one is the partners in business. Also, we see so basically this house is for business. Normally, it is seen. Why? Because 10th houses of career and 10th from 10th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10th from 10th has the same derivative effect. So this is also a kind of a career. Uh, so basically, it's considered business partnering. Marriage is also is kind of a partnering. So this comes from here. Enjoyment of men and women. So it can be multiple marriages, multiple men and women if you are having live-in relationships without legal agreements. Social and ethical issues, adultery, extramarital connections, moral conduct, business and legal matters, commercial business litigation controversies, desires and travel, desires in general, sexual desires, journey within a journey. So this is also seen for journey, and also if you see foreign places and roads. So journey, small journeys are seen from here, third house, long journeys from ninth house. But this is also a journey house, so and foreign travels house. So depending on if the ninth house is showing traveling, then you can have a double confirmation from the seventh house that how this is showing, and then you can make a prediction around that. So eighth house, this one is a busy slide, lot of factors are there. So eighth house is accidents, bankruptcy, death, litigation, excretory organs including the colon, external sexual organs, inheritance, theft, mystery, occult, plots, poison, cancer, long lasting diseases, loss of a limb, wounds, agonies, anger, fear, grief, mental distress, sorrow, dangerous, obstructed, fruitless journeys. So these are this here also you see journeys, but these are dangerous journeys to isolated, uncivilized, remote places. Assassination, breaking of partnership or friendship, disputes, war, witchcraft, and black magic. So all it's very similar to the characteristics of Ketu also, and Scorpio. So all these things are some kind of a different from a civilized place. Making loans, monetary loss, partners' money, permanent investment, profitless straying, receiving charity, sudden unexpected gains of money and taxes. So here, unexpected events is also predicted very of, often. Imprisonment, punishment from authority, robbery, scandal, or infamy, annihilation, decapitation, deep psychotherapy, defeat, enemies, fort, or poison, evil news, expenditure, fall from height, fatigue, a hole or cavity, insults, longevity, long-standing property, loss in general, Mangal Sutra, wedding necklace, religious properties, research, ruthlessness, servitude, total destruction, trouble to spouse, unchastity, weapons, etc. are seen from 8th house. Ninth house. Ninth house represents personal growth and success, affluence and good fortune, spiritual and educational pursuits, devotion to divine beings, pursuit of transcendental wisdom, higher studies. So, fifth is if fifth is graduation, then fifth from fifth is one, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is higher studies. Generally, it's like at a PhD level that we consider. So graduation, post graduation here, and fifth from fifth is higher studies. Pilgrimage, pilgrimage, because this house denotes travel and also spirituality. So you get pilgrimage. Father, foreign travel, guru. Previous good karmas, again fifth from fifth. The previous good karmas is also reflected here. Thighs and hips. Brother's wife. Where is your brother? One, two, three. This is your brother. Seventh from the brother. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Seventh from brother is brother's wife. Grandsons. Fifth is one, two, three, four, five. Fifth is son. One, two, three, four, five. Fifth from fifth is son, son, grandson. Wife's brother. This is your wife, and third from your wife is your wife's brother. Baptism, charity, donation, penance, piety, religion, respect to elders, and worship. Conduct, counselor, politics, progeny, satsanga. Satsanga means spiritual fellowship. Mental and emotional well being, purity of mind, virtue. Ma- Material and practical aspects are legs, splendor, vehicles. The 10th house. The predominant aspects of the 10th house are authority, business, commerce, fame, and profession. So the 10th house is 10th and ninth house are probably the two next most important houses after the first one. Government and leadership. If you're looking for government job, 10th house would be the one. Apart from sun, physical attributes, knees. So we had hips and thighs here, and then we have knees. Professional and social recognition. So for fame, uh, this is an important house because this is at the top of the sky, right at above your head, where the sun is the brightest. It's lightning up the whole world, and it's at the brightest. It represents recognition, social recognition, command, governmental honors, high position with government, honors, prestige, rank, status, family and authority figures, elders, father. So father is, as I had mentioned earlier, father is. There are two traditions. One tradition says 10th is the father, one says ninth is the father. Otherwise, it also shows authority figures in the sense it's your boss, senior people in your organization, your mentors, your managers, that kind of thing also. Physical and natural elements, backbone, rain, sky. So it represents backbone, it's rain. So rain, it's because it's directly opposite to the fourth house. So rain also is a signification, sky. Achievements, great projects, great achievements. Spiritual and intellectual pursuits, renunciation, asceticism, and science. So it's second to ninth. So benefits of your dharma. This is the dharma house, is the karma house. So benefits of the dharma. So in case of there are renunciation yogas, then this house could be the one that is actually supporting renunciation and spiritual pursuit. Trade and transportation, trade vehicles, because it's opposite to fourth house. It shows vehicles. Uh, Also, if it is afflicted, then fall from high position, kingdoms, etc. 11th house. The 11th house indicates financial and material gains, easy money gains, income from career, because it's the second house to career. This is house of career, and this is second to career, and second to any house indicates gain, indicates indicates income from career and also wealth. So in future, in advanced courses, you will study that uh, the second house, the 11th house, the ninth house are the houses that create dhana yoga. So dhana yoga is the yoga, the combination of wealth. So these are the wealth houses. Desires, wishes, elder brother or sisters, things received like gifts. So younger brothers, siblings, and um, elder are seen from here, and the elder brothers siblings are seen from here. Physical attributes like calves, shins, and ankles. So we had uh, hips and thighs, knees, calves, shins, and ankles, and then final part, the feet will be here. Longevity of mother. How's longevity of mother related here? So mother is fourth house. One, two, three, four. Fourth house is of mother, and eighth from fourth. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So eighth house is the house of longevity, Ayurveda. So eighth house is longevity of mother. Employer's wealth ministership. So this is your employer, your career, and employer's wealth can be seen from this house. Decoration, ornaments, jewelry, the paraphernalia of luxury vehicles, regaining things lost, relief, relief of duress, enjoying many spouses, emotional and physical relief, desires and aspirations, hopes, playful sexual acts. Yeah, child's wife also. Child's wife and enemy's enemy. How is child's wife? It is there. This is fifth house is your child. One, two, three, four, five. Fifth house denotes child, and seventh from fifth. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 is wife, child's wife. Enemy is enemy. Sixth house is your enemy. Six from sixth. One, two, three, four, five, six. So this house is sixth from sixth. So it denotes enemy is enemy. Now, 11th house has one more interesting characteristic. 11th house is a positive house. It shows fulfillment of desires and gains. But the Lord of 11th house is not a positive, not a positive Lord, or not a positive planet. It's because it is six from six. So the Lord, wherever it sits, it gives negative effect. So that is 11th house. 12th house. 12th house denotes health and well-being, comforts of the bed like sleep and sex. So this denotes sleep, also sexual pleasures. How good is your sexual life? Recovery period from health problems. So it does not denote health, but recovery period from health. If it is strong, then you can say that there is a good chance of a recovery from health. Confinement. So 12th house is for isolation, confinement, end of anything. So this is where the horoscope ends. So this is end of anything. Loss because it is 12th from self. So loss of bodily vigor, also moksha also because losing of self is denoted because it is 12th from the first house, and 12th from anything is negation. Second from anything is gain. Financial matter, expenditures including financial, movement and restriction, feet, foreign residency, immigration, and imprisonment. So this is also called vyay bhav. That means there is expense here. There is expenditure here. So there's no gain. No money goes out here. If it is positive, it goes to charity, good things. If it is negative, it is on wasteful things. This is feet because here we had calves, shins, and ankles. Now this is the last part of the body, that is feet. So we began from the head and we went through all the body parts, and this is the last body part, feet. 12th house is also foreign residency, the most commonly used observed house of foreign residency is this. This denotes isolated, far away places, and foreign is also taken from here only. Immigration, imprisonment, jail. If it is negative, then it can also cause you to be isolated inside a jail. Challenges and adversities. So this is a dushtana. So it has negative effects. Affliction of the limbs, arrest, enemies, falls. Falls means falls in a physical actual fall, or a fall in social status or a professional status. Misfortune, punishment, sins. This is also the destination of soul after death. So basically relates to the moksha, hidden or secret things. So basically it's something which is hidden, and in your life, in materialistic world you cannot see it, but it's more in a spiritual realm, or emotional or psychological realm. Charity, purchase of luxury items. So expenditure is there. So it could be charity. If you're very rich, you can do charity, and you can also spend money on purchasing luxury item, but it is expenditure. So you can get something out of it. If it is good, then you get good out of that expense. If it is bad, then the money is wasted. Travel and displacement, wandering far from home. So this also denotes away, isolation. So that also is indicator of travels, or someone getting displaced. So these are the indications of the 12th house.